Today, I want to talk about the art of mastering lasting success. I'm going to share some paradigm shifts and essential values that will help empower you to think differently so that you can achieve your goals like never before. The first paradigm shift is all about embracing life's dualities. Success is not a one sided journey, it's about accepting the good and the bad, the wins and the mistakes, and finding value in every experience. I talk a lot about the art of Taoism. It's all about duality and how we cannot have light without darkness, up without down, right without wrong, and so on. This means that if we never had bad days, we wouldn't even know how to recognize what a good day looked like. If we do not have moments of ignorance, we would not be able to attain wisdom. And if we did not have moments of doubt, we would never learn how to have any faith. When we take a moment to step back from the things that we feel are going wrong or that we might feel that are bad in our lives, with proper support, we're able to begin to zoom out and change our perspective. I like to guide my clients through a process of using gratitude for the things they might complain about to help them achieve a new perspective. Take being frustrated in traffic, for example. If you are complaining about the wait or being late, take a step back to pause and replace your complaint with gratitude. You might notice your entire shift in energy. What can you be grateful for about this delay instead? When you start to ask this question, thoughts like, I'm grateful that I'm safe. I'm grateful that I have this car. I'm grateful that I have gas. I'm grateful that I have the money to get the gas. I'm grateful that I have a place to even be going, and so forth. This shift from complaining to gratitude for things that we might tend to see as bad days or bad people or hard times or setbacks or anything else that might be causing our energy to be out of alignment with the life that we are wanting to create can help us quickly get unstuck from negative thoughts and emotions and put our minds and bodies into a state of healing, relaxation, abundance. And these are the most optimal states of being to be in for the manifesting process. Shift number 2 focuses on prioritizing what truly matters. It's all about recognizing the activities and goals that align with your soul's path. By doing so, you'll maximize your efforts and find fulfillment along the way. Taking time to really figure out what it is about life that makes you happy and brings you fulfillment is important because if we aren't bringing awareness to our goals and how we're spending our time, our lack of satisfaction can be coming from the fact that we're living in habits and rituals that were passed down from our parents or society's standards. And this can mean that we are spending time doing what we think we want, but we're actually spending time doing things that we think will make the world around us more proud and more accepting of us. That is why taking time to really step back and reflect on what you're doing and what you're enjoying and ask yourself how much these things actually matter to you and why. I find that most of the overachievers I talk to feel overwhelmed by everything that they feel they need to do to be successful and by all of the things that they want to do to get on track or want to achieve or to reach certain levels of accomplishment. And when they take the time to really step back from everything, they are really able to determine whether they can remove some of this load altogether or it helps them get more focused on what matters the most so that they're able to create more bite-sized pieces to focus on so that they can achieve everything that they want without trying to do it all at once, which is creating that stress or that overwhelm or that lack of satisfaction. Either way, making space to focus on what really matters or narrowing your focus down to more bite sized pieces can make a massive difference in someone's ability to maintain progress and achieve genuine fulfillment. The third shift I want to share encourages facing your fears head on. Success often lies on the other side of your comfort zone. So, by acknowledging and addressing your fears and doubts, you open the door to tremendous growth. So, an example of this is when I actually first started my coaching career. And I have many examples of times where any goal that I wanted to face, whether it was starting my career, changing my career, losing weight, it doesn't matter what it was. I always went through a period of resistance. So, taking time to identify that resistance of why are we afraid to do this, right? So, like when I was starting my career, a lot of resistance was coming up around, am I going to be significant? Am I going to really make a difference? Are people really going to listen to me or care what I have to say? Right? So this is a great example of resistance that can come up when we are working towards something that's going to create success for us. And then additionally, when I was losing weight, Resistance came up around, am I really capable of losing weight? I'm going to miss out on this, or I'm going to miss out on that. I'm not going to be able to participate. I'm not going to be able to enjoy food. I'm not going to be able to have a good time, right? So these are things, these are thoughts, these are fears, these are insecurities, these are doubts, anything like this that might come up. When we are trying to achieve something or master a new habit or work towards a goal, it's very important to face these fears, face these limitations head on, because if we start to avoid them, then what will happen is we'll let them win. We'll let them create excuses and we'll let them push it off till tomorrow. We'll start procrastinating, or we'll say, well, this diet's not actually really going to work for me, or this eating lifestyle is not actually really going to work for me because I can't do it. So might as well just do something else. And then, a few months will go by or a year will go by and we've gained weight or we've not made any progress. And now we're beating ourselves up and now we're trying again. And now we're in this punishment mode. We're in this motivation, do this, starve yourself, whatever it is, and then we go into punishment mode to make up for all that time where we didn't just prioritize the thing that we decided we were going to prioritize to begin with. So facing these fears can actually help you move through it, because if I had never faced those resistance or those fears, doubts, and insecurities, for example, around my business, if I never faced that fear of, am I going to be significant? I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be on this video with you guys today, because what happened was I was not able to show up authentically. I was not able to put myself out there. I was not able to go forth and show up on camera because I didn't believe in myself and I didn't believe in what I was sharing to be significant enough. And even though it was significant for me, I was afraid that people wouldn't understand, or people wouldn't get it, or people wouldn't listen to me enough to let it affect them the way that it affected me. So what I had to do was I had to get to a place where I realized, hey, this thought is holding me back. What can I do? What can I really do to help myself feel safe enough to show up even though I'm afraid, right? So facing our fears and resistance is all about taking the time to, number one, identify them, and then treat them as if you have a child or a niece or a nephew or a friend or a colleague who comes to you with a very similar fear. What advice might you give to them? What kind of support would you give to that person? You can give that same exact support to yourself. And what happens is you start to communicate with your fears, your doubts, and insecurities instead of being afraid of them, or instead of letting them control you and create your reality, right? When we start to face them and embrace them and communicate with them, what happens is they're able to kind of zoom out and create a new perspective. And this new perspective allows you to think, okay, well, I can show up this way and feel safe and not really care. And this helps us become unattached of the outcome, because when we are so attached to the outcome, it's really hard to manifest because we're trying to control everything, or we're getting in our own way, we're sabotaging it, we're procrastinating, whatever it is. When we're trying to control it, we're waiting for the perfect moment, we're waiting for everything to be just right, whatever the case may be. If we would just face our fears or what we're really uncomfortable with whenever we do take action, right, and take time to embrace it instead of being controlled by it, by allowing ourselves to communicate with it, is going to make a massive difference in our ability to create consistency. And that consistency is maintainability of the lasting success. So the first value I want to share is that on this journey, it's all about acceptance and understanding that life will bring challenges and being genuinely okay with it. By accepting the ebbs and flows of life, you can gain resilience and adaptability. The second value is embracing imperfection. Perfectionism can hold us back and cause missed opportunities due to procrastination and waiting for the right moment to take action. Embrace your imperfections. They can be used as internal guiding systems that will lead you towards the goals that you're wanting so that you can make progress with greater ease. The last value is finding joy in the journey. Success isn't just about the destination, it's about enjoying every moment along the way. Each experience, whether good or bad, success or failure, contributes to your growth. And genuine fulfillment is found when you are enjoying your life while working towards bringing your dreams into reality. So, as long as you are alive, You will go through highs and lows. As long as you are working towards goals, you will face resistance and the need for proper prioritization. All of these things are not boxes that you will check off and never have to deal with again just because you reach a certain level of healing or accomplishment. To master lasting success, it all comes down to embracing the good and the bad with as much gratitude and appreciation as you can, focusing on what matters most for right now, and embracing fears, doubts, and insecurities so you can get your entire being on the same page so that you can move forward and make progress in the quickest and safest way. That's why I created a 15-minute manifesting audit. This is a 15-minute, no obligation strategy session with me where I will go over your current goals and vision for achieving them and explain what shifts you can make to reach your goals and explain exactly how to make those shifts so that you can make it happen. This call is meant to give you valuable insights on how to enhance your personal manifestation abilities. Spots are limited for this call, and I only offer one call per person. So please be sure to book your 15-minute chat for when you are actively seeking support in the achievement of your goals. I hope you found lots of value from this video, and I appreciate you for spending time with me. And as always, I wish nothing but massive success and enjoyment for you on your journey. And until next time, I will see you in the next video.